Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and T-Mobile just released their first quarter earnings. So I wanted to share that with you guys before getting on the earnings call. The numbers are impressive. For a first quarter, they are very, very impressive across the board from the growth, the financials. Everything is impressive in my opinion. One thing I will point out though right off the bat, T-Mobile had the highest churn in the industry. Verizon came in, AT&T came in at the lowest at 0.83%. Verizon came in at 0.90%, and T-Mobile came in at 0.91%. So they weren't that much worse, but they did have the worst churn in the industry. So that's just something to note coming off of price increases, making the changes that T-Mobile made. Just wanted to point that out because I think that's important. But this is where T-Mobile is heading. They are heading in a very, very strong financial future. And they are still able to grow at the clip that they are growing. Even in this quarter, they grew 495,000 postpaid nets. That is the best in the industry. So even though they had the highest churn, they still had the highest growth. So just to put that in perspective, AT&T had 324,000 and Verizon lost 356,000, just to put that in perspective. Also, T-Mobile grew 424,000 net customer additions on FWA. That's a big deal, right? They continue to grow there, so that's not a problem for T-Mobile. It's quite easy to grow, right? To still grow like this in the first quarter is impressive, which is usually a slower quarter coming off of the shopping season fourth quarter, right? So this should just gradually improve each quarter. They should grow better and better and better. So the financial strength is impressive. The free cash flow, T-Mobile had the highest free cash flow by wide margins. So that's impressive. So they came in at $4.4 billion. They grew that 31% year over year. That's the best ever in the first quarter. Verizon came in at $3.6 billion. AT&T came in at $3.1 billion. And keep in mind, Verizon and AT&T have very mature wireline businesses with high ARPU for enterprise and consumer. And T-Mobile came in with the highest free cash flow. I just want to point that out. But everything else looks good. I'm going to get in on this earnings call. T-Mobile stock is down significantly, so I'm trying to figure out what was missed. But maybe they came in a bit lower on growth versus the estimates. I think the estimates had T-Mobile at 500,000. They came in at 495,000. So I don't think that's such a big deal. But you can see all the financials grew year over year. So eventually, with time, as I've stated before, as you add up quarter after quarter after quarter, T-Mobile's financials will be very, very, very strong. And the way that it's going, right, the changes T-Mobile's making, the price increases, the new plans, the taxes and fees coming, if they can maintain the same amount of growth that they're guiding with all of these changes, they might be, in the future, the strongest financial wireless carrier in the industry. You know, who would have ever thought that, right? That we were talking about a network, you know, that needed to get stronger. We were talking about this and that, but financially is also very important. I've talked about that in plenty of videos, that in order for T-Mobile to pursue M&A, merger and acquisition, buy spectrum, be a part of the biddings, they have to be financially strong in order to outbid or get the chunk of spectrum that they want, or get the fiber player that they want to buy, right? Just as an example. So they have to be financially sound and strong, and they are heading in that direction most definitely. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to head on this earnings call. Stay tuned for more. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.